Pam Dyson. I'm the founder and the director of the St. Louis Center for Play Therapy Training, and I'm here today with a play therapy tip. I have a lot of children who like to paint when they come into the play therapy room. Finding smocks that were relatively inexpensive and easy to maintain and not have to replace frequently was a bit of a challenge. So I came up with an easy solution. This is a paint smock made out of an old hand towel. This size is a good size fit for a preschool age child. If we used a regular size towel with a preschooler, it would be too long and it would probably drag on the floor in front of them, and that could be a safety hazard. With an older child, you're probably going to want to use a larger towel, probably more like a bath size. So you take a towel, much like this one, fold the top down about this far, and you could use a pencil or a marker to draw a semicircle where you want to cut the hole. Use a really sharp scissors, something that will cut through the terry cloth fabric. I'm just going to eyeball this one. I've cut so many of them over the years. I've gotten pretty good at it. Much like this. There's a little shape we cut out. You could certainly use this. You could probably take a Sharpie and draw a little feeling face on it and come up with a fun activity to use in that regard. And this is what it's going to look like. It's real easy for a child to slip off and on themselves. If they get paint on their hands and they're wearing this, well, they can just wipe their hands right down the front of it. No problem at all. And what's really great is it's really easy to keep clean. I just take them home periodically, throw them in the washing machine with a little bit of laundry detergent, and they wash up really, really easily, especially if you're using washable paint. And speaking of paint, I love it when the paint bottles in my playroom look all messy, because that says to a child, these get used, and these are something that you can use as well. Fresh new paint bottles to me sort of have the message of, oh, don't touch that, we don't want to get it messy. So I love it when the paint bottles get yucky. Over time, when the paint is gone, used up, or what little bit is left in the bottom, or really the texture of it isn't too good for painting anymore, instead of throwing these out and replacing them with fresh new ones, I'll just take the new bottle and pour a little bit of paint into the old bottle so that I still have that look of being child friendly and used paint bottles. And also what works good about that is then you're limiting the amount of paint that's available for a child to paint with. If you give them a whole bottle of paint, they might want to paint up the table or the paper with the entire bottle of paint. And so I don't want to have to set a limit on something that's my own issue of how much paint they can use. So if I limit the amount of paint that they can use from the beginning, then I don't have to set a limit on the volume of paint that they're using per session. So take a look at the paint that you have in your playroom. Do the bottles look inviting? Do they say to a child, use me? This is something fun that you can really enjoy using. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's tip of the week. For more information about the St. Louis Center for Play Therapy Training, please go to our website, www.stlplaytherapy.com.